What do you think of when you hear the word zombie? These undead creatures have been prominent figures in pop culture for decades now in various forms of media, including books, movies, television shows, music videos, and video games. However, the public image of these well-known beings has changed drastically over time. In this project, we will discuss different social and political themes reflected by these changes, as well as the cultural impact of zombies as a whole. According to the History Channel, a zombie is usually either a reawakened corpse with a ravenous appetite, or someone bitten by another zombie infected with some sort of virus. The idea of the zombie can date all the way back to ancient Greece. Archaeologists have found many grave sites with skeletons pinned down, and believed it was out of fear of reanimation. Most popularly though, the first real use of zombies in folklore was in the 17th century in Haiti. The zombie is thought to be a metaphor for Haitians' experience under slavery and sugarcane plantations, being kept prisoner in a body that is no longer under their control. In the culture of Haitian voodoo, however, there seemed to be a more real approach to zombies. Bokors are voodoo practitioners, and they have a tradition of using herbs, shells, fish, animal parts, bones, and zombie powders to create, for a lack of a better term, zombie potions. These powders contain tetrodotoxin, a deadly neurotoxin found in pufferfish and other marine species. When used carefully at a below-lethal dose, these zombie potions can cause symptoms such as difficulty walking, mental confusion, and respiratory problems. Higher doses can lead to paralysis and coma. It could cause somebody to die briefly, be buried, and then later revived. Though rare, there have been multiple credible reports of people using such concoctions to induce paralysis, then be revived from the grave. In 1977, the British medical journal The Lancet cited 3 verified accounts of zombie phenomenon. In one case, a Haitian woman who appeared to be deceased was buried in a family tomb, only to be reawakened 3 years later. An investigation into the incident revealed her tomb was held down by heavy stones. In another case, a man named Clervius Narcisse was admitted to a local hospital in 1962. He slipped into a coma, was declared dead, and was buried shortly after. 18 years later, however, a man, stumbling, walked up to Angelina Narcisse, insisting that she was his sister. Friends and doctors later verified that he was, in fact, Clervius. He claimed that he'd been dug up and forced to work on a nearby sugarcane plantation. It was from stories like these that spawned the first ever media of zombies, an anthology of zombie stories and other Haitian folklore entitled L'Arle Magique, published in 1929. Written by French author Paul Morand and American explorer William Seabrook, the anthology chronicles Seabrook's first-hand experiences immersing himself into Haitian culture, from voodoo rituals to cockfights. It later inspired the first example of fiction in zombie media, White Zombie, released on July 28, 1932. The White Zombie follows the fictional character Murder Legendre, the zombie master of Haiti, and Charles Beaumont, who goes to him with the plan to zombify his wife so they can be together forever. This story is unique in that it's the origin of fictional zombie media. Notably, it's closer to the real Haitian folklore, having zombies being described as spirits and ghosts rather than cannibalistic corpses. Media including zombies wasn't produced for another 40 years and wouldn't be mainstream, in the United States anyway, until the 2010s. It was George A. Romero who would create the modern depiction of zombies with 1968's Night of the Living Dead. The film portrays zombies in a more violent and gruesome way, which had become the norm for all zombie media of the future. While the zombies no longer represented the evils of slavery in this depiction, they represent its reanimated form, Jim Crow laws in the United States, which had only just been redacted 3 years prior to filming. The film follows a group of survivors hiding in an abandoned graveyard, when corpses rise and begin to attack. The main character, a level-headed and heroic man named Ben, played by Dwayne Jones, takes charge to lead the group, but when the zombies surround the house, the group loses its order, and zombies find their way in. The survivors are picked off one by one until only Ben is left. As the sun rises, a local militia takes out all the zombies in a hopeful tone, and just as the audience and Ben feel safe again, the militia guns him down. It's a tragic and rather poignant ending, and commentary on race relations in the 1960s. Dwayne Jones appreciated a lead role that wasn't stereotypical and found the film to be quite timely, as he not only had actively lived through Jim Crow, but also experienced being followed home and harassed after filming days. It would spawn 3 more movies with an increasing focus on race relations through the 1980s, and even one from Europe. Zombie media isn't just a tool to help us navigate history, it can predict it as well. Written by Max Brooks in 2006, World War Z chronicles a fictional zombie disease and its gradual spread worldwide in a unique documentarian style. It had been credited as one of the most realistic depictions of an apocalyptic scenario. 20 years after the book's publication, a terrifying virus began its reign of terror in the real world, COVID-19. What's so notable about these two very different things is the strikingly similar timeline of the spread of these diseases. Both COVID and the Z virus started in the same place in both the book and the real world, and the diseases spread the same rate in the same locations. Nearly every step, even up to how different countries responded to the virus, was strikingly similar. This just goes to show how well researched World War Z is. The book, at least. The movie is garbage, don't watch it. The Walking Dead premiere had a record-breaking 5.35 million viewers and over 17 million viewers at its peak. This incredibly influential and beloved series led society to look at zombie media through a different lens. By focusing on the human relationships formed in a post-apocalyptic world, The Walking Dead successfully puts human nature under a microscope. It explores the ways different people act outside of normal societal structures and allows viewers to witness both the best and the worst of humanity. The popular video game and television franchise Last of Us also tackles these topics by exploring elements of human nature such as selfishness, anger, forgiveness, and grief. By navigating such heavy topics in a heartfelt and thought-provoking way, these franchises were able to reframe the way zombies as a concept could be used in popular media. We've already seen examples of how more serious pieces of zombie-related art can stir important philosophical and cultural discussions. But such media has been a catalyst for bringing people together in more ways than one. The music video for Michael Jackson's song Thriller, for example, became a global phenomenon and had people all around the world trying to learn its zombie-inspired dance. From being one of the most popular Halloween costumes to inspiring people to dance, zombies have, in many ways, also become a symbol for festivity and joy. Beloved by all, zombie media has touched every corner of the public imagination. These beings have allowed us to explore incredibly complex historical phenomena and analyze the pitfalls and triumphs of humankind. They've managed to bring millions of people together and instigated a creation of various worldwide communities who find their unity in a shared love for art, showing once and for all that sometimes it takes seeing the worst of humanity to bring out the best in us.